everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jess and today it is the end of a calendar month and my TBR trolley is in frame, which means it is time for another episode of my TBR board game. This game is a Sticks and Ladders based themed game. Please go and check the first video that I did about this where I talk through the board a little bit more and explain to you what each space means. We are rolling 5 times in a month. There is no consequence for me not reading any of the books that I choose. It's just basically to give me a focused TBR that I can then focus on throughout the month. I'm so prepped for this video as well. I have created a brand new TBR jar and a brand new TBR prompts jar, so I have both my jars ready to go, which last time I didn't, so very luckily we didn't land on any of those because I didn't have any ready. So we've got all of this ready to go this time and I am very excited. Let's jump right on into finding out what my March TBR is going to look like. Okay, here is where we finished last month's TBR on free choice. We're using yellow dice today. Let's see what we can get. Roll 1. 6 and 2, which is 8. We're going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. TBR jar pick. Okay, so for roll number 1, we landed on the square for TBR jar pick. Now in my TBR jar is a full jar full. This whole jar has every single book from my physical TBR, whether it be on my trolley or from my hardback stacks. So this is very much random. I get no choice in this matter. I just have to choose one. So we shall see what we get. I'm gonna give them a nice shake. These are all up to date, brand new. So let's see what we get. I'm actually very nervous about this. We've got 1. Let's have a look. Let you guys see first. Is it upside down? Oh. Okay, that's the Rose Bargain. I am not upset about that. I actually own it in paperback. It's on my trolley, so let's grab it out. So the first book to go on the TBR is The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith. I'm actually very excited about this. I think the second one has just come out or is going to be coming out in the next couple of months here. I've been very excited about this one. This is one that has caught my eye multiple times. I wanted to buy it in hardback. I ended up getting it for paperback. I think it was actually gifted to me at Christmas, I believe, or for my birthday. So this one is England 1848. The season is officially open. High society girls line up to exchange magical bargains with the immortal Queen Maureen. Lady Ivy Benton's season arrives with a shocking twist. The Queen announces a competition to win the hand of her favourite son, Prince Bran. And marrying the prince is a prize that could save Ivy's family from ruin. Yet every glittering fey deal has a rotting heart, and amid lavish balls, vicious competitions, and a dangerous alliance with the Prince Bran's irresistible brother, Prince Emmett, Ivy soon realises that at the centre of this contest lies a dark plot that could destroy all of England and her heart along with it. I think I'm going to absolutely love this. This is actually blurbed by Adeline Grace. I've really enjoyed quite a few of like these more Regency kind of vibes, YA, romancy books, so I'm very excited to give this a go. I think it's going to be really intriguing. I'm very excited to see what my thoughts and feelings are on this book, and this is actually a really nice one to have on my TBR. I think YA is faster for me to read. I am just looking at like the lack of not loads of text on a page is kind of exciting to me. I don't know. That really excites me. I think I'm going to absolutely love this. I'm actually really happy. There could have been so much worse, so I am very much happy with this pick. Roll number 2. We have got a 2 and a 2, so double 2, which is 4. 2, 3, 4. And we've got Freya's pick, so my best friend is going to choose. We rolled a double, which means we are going to do another roll for this month, so we're going to have 6 rolls in total. The next pick is a Freya pick, which is my best friend's pick. Now, normally I would do this like in the video, but because I have so many books to choose from, I'm actually going to let her choose in real life when she's over at my house, and she doesn't really want to be on camera, so that's all completely fine. But she's probably going to choose a book for me throughout the month, so I will let you guys know what that is in my reading vlogs for the month, so you have to stay tuned to find out what this book will be. So I'm going to leave this one blank for now, and then she can choose one because she might want to choose something that she's reading at the same time. Roll number 3. Oh, we have got a 4. No, and another 4. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That lands us on start, which is randomise your TBR, and that also means we need to go up to 7 rolls. Roll number 3 is a terrifying concept and requires me to randomise my whole physical TBR. I actually don't know the count of my whole physical TBR at the moment. I know at the beginning of the year it was about 80, and I kind of fear that it may have gone higher than 80 now. Okay guys, after all of that panic, the first number that got generated was the number 9, so let's count. So we've got the top, which is war. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Shield of Sparrows. I don't feel any particular way about this, but I do feel very excited. I've been really excited about this book for the longest time. I'm actually really excited about this one. This is a big book though, and I have just read another big book, but I mean, that's what I get for always having big books on my TBR. I have actually started this in the past, and I got about 84 pages in. Oh my goodness, this has massive writing in it. That kind of makes me excited. I think I just wasn't in the mood for it at the time, to be honest with you. It is more of a gothic romantasy from what I remember. It's more of a gothic theme, and it follows a girl who is the princess of this kingdom, and they are training her in for exchange of the killing of some beasts that have been ruining all of the food for this kingdom to be supplied with. And she basically is taken by these men, these warriors who have come to kill the beasts. Because they killed 7, they're therefore owed a debt, because that number was special in this world. It is an older one on my TBR. I did buy it around the time that it came out, so this will be a really good one for me to read. And I do know again that the second one is coming out soon, or has just come out, so that's also going to be really good for me, so I'm happy with this.
Number 4, let's hope for no more doubles today. We have 6 and 4, which is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a empty square.
Roll number 4 was a empty pick, an empty square, which therefore means that it's going to be my pick. Now I'm very torn between what I want to do here, because I've already got 2 kind of more fantasy based books, so I'm thinking maybe it'd be a good idea to mix a romance into this mix. And I currently have started the Bourbon and Lies trilogy by Victoria Wilder, so I think I'm going to add Bourbon and Secrets to the TBR. Last month I didn't add any romance at all, and I did regret that, because after finishing Alchemized I was feeling like I just needed something fast-paced and easier to read, and I didn't have anything on my TBR, which is why I ultimately didn't end up finishing my old TBR. But it does mean that I'm not getting then to put on a book that I really want to put on, which is the book that I've started at the end of February, which is Weaving Shawl, which is my Fairy Loot pick of the month. So I'm really hoping that at some point we'll get a pick that allows me to slot this in, because I have started it already and I am very excited to read it. This one is the second book following the Fox Boys, and they are a bourbon distillery maker, and they basically are known for making good bourbon, and we follow them as they find their romantic interests. We did get a little hint about how this story is going to start at the end of the first book, so I'm very excited to read about this relationship and how they come together.
Roll number 5. We have a 5 and a 6, so that is 11. TBR cards.
Roll number 5 takes control out of my hands again, and this is a TBR cards prompt. Now this is what this box is for. This box is my TBR jar, this box is my TBR cards, because I was going to buy some TBR cards and I decided, why would I do that when I can just write them and cut them? So I put them in a nice Tupperware box. So let's get in a little racket. There is about 40 prompts in here. It doesn't look like it because it looks like there's very little paper in here. Prompts, so let's just rattle around. We've got this one. I will show you guys first. A book. Oh, a book with trials. You're gonna laugh at this. Nothing comes to my mind straight away as something that I know has trials in it. So I might just need a minute to go and have a look at my physical TBR and have a look, and I'll come back to you guys. Okay, I have been having a little dig, and I will say I've kind of stuck off of my TBR trolley and more onto my hardbacks. However, I found a couple of options, 2 options to be exact. I know I probably have more on this in my whole, I definitely am gonna have more than these 2 on my whole TBR, but short of having to go through every single book, romancy or fantasy book, to find them, I found these 2, and these are the 2 we're going to choose between. So I've got 2, and I feel The reason why I found a second one is because I feel like one of them is maybe possibly slightly treating. The first book that I picked up was Empire of Flames and Thorns by Marion Blackwood. Now I picked this up because at the back it says a deadly trial that will turn their lives upside down. Now the only thing I have with this is it definitely says about trials, but this is trials, book with trials in, and although I'm excited to read this, I'm actually maybe feeling slightly more excited to read this book here, which is On Wings of Blood. On Wings of Blood. Any reason why I'm not sure if this will be technically allowed is because it says between deadly competitions. I don't know if that, I'm going to count that as trials. I think if you're in deadly competitions, you're in a type of trials, so I'm going to count that. And because I really want to read this, I've been wanting to start this series for the longest time. I know the third book is coming out this year, so I'm very excited about this. And I've wanted to read it for the longest time, guys. So just let me have this one. I know it's kind of cheating. It says competitions, not trials, but they're kind of the same thing, right? Like, I will read you guys the synopsis. It says, I didn't sign up for this. A half-fae and a school of high-blood vampires. That's a recipe for disaster. I'm Major Pagan, last of the Dragon Riders, or so they tell me. Funny thing is, there are no dragons left, but that hasn't stopped the vampires from deciding I'm worth capturing. Now I'm stuck at Bloodwing Academy, where the High Bloods run everything, and the Blightborn are just blood in their veins, pawns in their games. But the worst part, he's been tormenting me since the moment we met, and now thanks to some ancient ritual, we're betrothed. He acts like he owns me, but I'm not going down without a fight. Bloodwin isn't just a school, it's a battlefield, and if you're weak, you're dead. Between deadly competitions and a dragon-shaped secret looming over my head, all I have to do is survive. Except I'm starting to think the real danger is what I'm becoming in this twisted game of power, and Blake might just be the one who pushes me over the edge. They think they can control me, they think they can use me, but they have no idea what they've awakened. It just sounds so good. I have been, again, dying to pick this up since I picked it up in the beginning of the year at the end of year sales, so I'm very excited about this one and I cannot wait to give it a go.
What will be our second to last roll? Roll number 6. 4 and 1, which is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantasy romance.
Okay, roll number 6, which was one of our additional rolls because of the double from earlier, is fantasy romance. Now I am so torn. I feel like that is such a massive category and there's so much fantasy romance that I want to read, so I feel really torn about literally the whole category, and I'm like, do I put all this twisted glory in again because it's a series continuation? Do I not? I don't know what the right action is. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. The best action is, of course, to go with Ravenshaw. I believe this is going to be a romantic. I honestly don't know, but it definitely is fantasy and it hopefully will have some elements of romance. So I'm going to put Ravenshaw in here because, like I said, I've already started reading it. I'm very intrigued by it. It's a very gothic romance. It is a very gothic based fantasy and hopefully got some romance elements in. I am very excited about this and I am very much enjoying it already, and I'm only 30 pages in, so I would love to put this on a TBR. So I'm going to use this prompt to put this in there, and it is going to be a very high chance that it is actually a fantasy romance because it is a fairly adult book of the month. The Saint of Silence trades coins for every sordid divulgence uttered to him. The darker the secret, the higher the price. Lena has a secret, one that has haunted her since she was 17. She can see the dead. When her brother falls ill, she knows what she must do: seek the saint. But Lena's secret is more valuable to the saint than she could have ever imagined. To save her brother, she must make a deal with him to find the ghost he's searching for. All paths lead to Ravenshaw, a cursed estate on the moors. As Lena grows closer to Saint Silas and she is plunged further into his world of danger, deceit and desire, she learns that he is hiding his own secrets, ones that have the power to destroy them all. I am so excited, and honestly, this art on the end paper has really sold me for this. I am diabolically obsessed with the artwork and the absolute stunning piece of art that is this whole book, and I've been really excited for this. I've been waiting for this. I knew that this was going to be the Fairy Loot book of the month and I have been waiting for it to come in with literal glee and excitement, so I'm very excited to have this on my TBR.
Hopefully be our last roll on the board. 5 and 2, which is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another fantasy romance.
The final roll 7, landed us on fantasy romance again, and now I'm in a real big pickle because I have so many fantasy romance books on my TBR that I want to read, and I keep looking over here because these are like my hardback books, There's also loads over here, like Diabound I really want to get around to, but it is quite thick, so I'm kind of hesitant. Catabasis I really want to get around to. I really want to get to Dragon Rider. I just have so many that I want to get to, but I'm also trying to avoid those that are series starters, which again would be your Diabound and your Dragon Riders and your Iron and Embers. Like, they're all the first books. But then I'm about to say that and I'm about to suggest a couple of books that are first books in series. Okay, I have made a choice that I could end up regretting, but I'm excited about nonetheless. And that is, I'm going to choose Rose in Chains by Julia Soto. Predominantly because this art is really calling to me right now, and I remember being so excited about this book, and I still feel super excited about this book. And I think it's going to be a really good romantasy, and probably quite a fast romantasy to read. The war is over, the dark forces have won, and the hero who was supposed to have saved them is dead. After watching her brother die and her kingdom fall, Princess Bryony Rosewood is captured by the enemy. Stripped of her magic and auctioned off to the highest bidder, she's sold to Tovin Hast, scorn of the powerful and devious Hast family and her secret infatuation, but Bryony can't submit to her feelings. A secret rebellion is brewing and she must escape to join. Yet despite the horrors of her new world, help and hope can rise in the most unlikely of paces. That's it. That's all it gives you. It doesn't give you too much. It makes me excited about this book. I'm very much excited. I'm happy to have this on my TBR. That was a very hard choice though. Like, choosing between all of those books was so hard because I have so many fantasy romances, which is why there is a set fantasy romance place on the board, because I know I have so many. Those are all of the books bar Freya's pick for the month of March. I am very excited to see my thoughts and opinions, and also how many of these I actually get around to reading realistically in the month of March. So these are all the books on my physical TBR for March. I really enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. I'd like to see more videos from me, and I'll catch you guys all in my next one. Bye!